Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Ex-Cowboys $57 million starter lands with the Raiders, report. Former Dallas Cowboys starting wide receiver Michael Gallup has finally found a new home with the Las Vegas Raiders. Gallup was released by the Cowboys in March as a cap casualty and waited until after the NFL draft to sign with the team. Former Cowboys WR Michael Gallup plans to sign a one-year deal worth up to $3 million with the Las Vegas Raiders, per sources, ESPN's Adam Schefter detailed in an April 29, 2024 message on X. This is quite a bargain for the Raiders, even considering Gallup's lack of production in recent years. Gallup was on a 5-year, $57.5 million contract with Dallas that was slated to run through the 2026 season. Yet, Gallup's production was not matching up with this sizable cap hit, which ultimately prompted his release. Gallup has not topped 500 receiving yards since 2020. The veteran has not been quite the same player since sustaining an ACL injury in January 2022. The Cowboys hoped Gallup would be able to take advantage of expanded opportunities after the team traded Amari Cooper during the 2022 offseason. Gallup notched 34 receptions for 418 yards and 2 touchdowns in 2023. The wideout's best season came in 2019 when Gallup posted 66 catches for 1,107 yards and 6 touchdowns. It is important to note that there is a major difference between the expectations for Gallup in Dallas and moving on to Las Vegas. The expectations with the Cowboys are always high, especially when you are playing on a $57 million deal. Yet, Gallup has a chance to hit the reset button on his career with this move to Las Vegas. Following his release by Dallas, there had been teams who showed an interest in signing Gallup. The receiver met with the Baltimore Ravens on March 21, per Schefter. Dallas released Gallup this offseason but have not been aggressive in trying to find a replacement. The Cowboys did not make a significant receiver addition in free agency. Dallas appears to be hoping that their internal options can step up in Gallup's absence. Jalen Tolbert is likely the early favorite to emerge as the Cowboys' third receiver alongside CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks. Kavontae Turpin could also see more snaps at wideout this upcoming season. The Cowboys waited until the 6th round to draft a receiver, with the team selecting Ryan Flournoy out of Southeast Missouri State. The one thing that is a bit more solidified in Dallas is the running back group. Dallas has agreed to terms with Ezekiel Elliott after months of rumors about a potential reunion. Owner Jerry Jones spoke glowingly about Elliott days before news broke about the veteran's new deal. "He's a positive influence at all times," Jones said of Elliott during an April 27 press conference. "Not one time, even in maybe some of the critical times for him and what have you, has he been anything but a positive to a winning influence as a person and teammate with the Dallas Cowboys. So, that's a big plus that he has. So, anytime, potential timeline, as far as if the question was when or what or having him around or what have you, he's a lift. He's outstanding in that area." Cowboys and RB Ezekiel Elliott reunite on a one-year deal. The Dallas Cowboys are turning to one of the former franchise stars to bolster depth in the running back position. According to multiple reports, the Cowboys will reunite with Ezekiel Elliott, who agreed to a one-year deal with the franchise over the weekend. Reportedly, Elliott's deal with the Cowboys will max out at $3 million and will become official once the veteran passes his physical. Elliott returning to the Cowboys doesn't come as a surprise, considering that the franchise's executive vice president, Stephen Jones, previously hinted that the team is looking into a reunion. "Well, Zeke, as we all know, is one of our favorites," said Jones last week. "He's laid it on the line for this franchise. He's the ultimate competitor. I mean, he's a guy that we obviously think a lot of." Ezekiel Elliott entered the league as the Cowboys' 4th overall selection in 2016 and quickly established himself as one of the best backs in the league. He received a first-team All-Pro selection in his rookie year after rushing for a league-leading 1,631 yards and 15 touchdowns, while making the Pro Bowl 3 times in his first 4 years in the league. However, Elliott's productivity dipped in the following seasons as he struggled to be a force in the backfield as he once was. This, alongside his big contract, prompted the Cowboys to release him at the end of the 2022 campaign. Elliott spent the 2023 season with the New England Patriots, rushing for 642 yards and 3 touchdowns in 17 games, including 5 starts. Ezekiel Elliott issued his first reaction to reports that the running back is headed back to the Dallas Cowboys. Hours after posting an eyes emoji, Elliott took to X to share his response to rejoining the Cowboys. "Run it back," Elliott noted in an all-caps message on April 29, 2024. The two parties have agreed to terms on a 1-year contract, but the Cowboys have yet to make it official. Gone are the days of $90 million contracts for Elliott. This time, Elliott is signing a team-friendly, 1-year deal with $2 million guaranteed, a number that can grow to $3 million, per Fort Worth Star-Telegram's Clarence Hill Jr. Questions still surround the Cowboys' backfield and whether Elliott will resume his old role as the team's feature back. Dallas surprisingly passed on taking a running back in the 2024 NFL Draft. Elliott joins a Cowboys depth chart that includes Rico Dowdle, Royce Freeman and Deuce Vaughn. None of these players appear to have a significant lead on the group to be the team's lead running back. What can fans expect from Elliott during his second stint in Big D? At the very least, Elliott gives Dallas a boost in short yardage and goal line situations, areas the team struggled with in 2023. Elliott posted career-low numbers last season with the New England Patriots, but was also utilized much less than his days with the Cowboys. The former Pro Bowler posted 184 carries for 642 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns while playing in all 17 games in 2023. Elliott shined in the passing game, notching 51 receptions for 313 receiving yards and 2 TDs through the air, the best numbers for Zeke since 2020. It will be worth watching to see if the Cowboys land another veteran, either via trade or free agency, to help shoulder the load with Elliott and Dowdle. Regardless, owner Jerry Jones did not seem concerned about the state of the team's running back position. "I've seen teams win the Super Bowl with running backs that they traded for mid-season," Jones said during an April 27 press conference following the draft. "So, the point is that this thing's a long way from being over as to how you're going to line up against X next fall." Report: Tyron Billy Johnson could sign with Cowboys after visit. Free agent receiver Tyron Billy Johnson is visiting the Cowboys and could sign with the team after a physical, Michael Gelkin of the Dallas Morning News reports. Billy Johnson spent most of last season on the Cowboys practice squad, but he did not play a regular season game last season. Billy Johnson, 28, has spent time with the Texans, Bills, Panthers, Chargers, Jaguars, Raiders, Bengals, 49ers and Cowboys since 2019. He has played 26 games with 1 start, which came in 2022 with Houston. In his career, Billy Johnson has caught 23 passes for 422 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's an 18.3 yards per catch average. He also has returned 14 punts for a 19.1-yard average. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Tyron Billy Johnson? Leave your opinion in the comments.